In the seats, cooking with the Rick.
Coming after you, you're gonna solve that mystery. I see a Scooby-Doo, the trail leads back to you. What's the Scooby-Doo? What's the Scooby-Doo? We're gonna follow you, you're gonna solve that mystery. I see a Scooby-Doo, we're coming after you. What's the Scooby-Doo? Don't look back, you may find another clue. The Scooby snacks will be waiting for you. What's the Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. We're gonna solve that mystery. I see a Scooby-Doo. The trail leads back to you. What's the Scooby-Doo?
You know, we're starting fresh here in LA. It's a great feeling just to be here, to have a fresh start. This is a real new beginning for me. It's really just a new beginning for me. This is going to be a great place for me personally to hopefully finish my career here today and the rest of my career here, which I plan to be here for until I retire.
Boy, I cannot wait for that NBA season to start, man. You know, it's been a long off season. Kyrie went somewhere, wherever he went. And, KD went to the Nets as well. And, Russell Westbrook got traded. And a lot of stuff happened. And, it's going to be a fun NBA season. I can already feel it. I just can't wait, Finally. The Warriors are no longer the most dominant team in basketball. Oh shit, I slipped on some dry off season. Oh, come on. Go away. Come on, I'm running out of video ideas. Stop. The NBA is really just dry right now. There's not a lot to talk about. Free agency is over. The draft is over. Summer league is over. And we're in that part of the off season where we're just waiting for the regular season to start and praying that our favorite players don't get injured in the preseason. But at the same time, I still gotta make videos because, YouTubers never take days off apparently, so I guess I gotta do that now. And, I decided why not talk about one of the biggest memes of this past year and a reusable meme over the summer as Dwight Howard makes his return to the Lakers after the last tenure went so smooth and crisp and according to plan. So, in today's video, we're going to be talking about what happened to Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard is the first overall pick in the 2004 NBA draft. He is a multiple-time All-Star, multiple-time All-NBA team member, a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, made multiple All-Defensive teams, was a 5-time league leader in rebounds, 2-time league leader in blocks. He was the Naismith Prep Player of the Year, a McDonald's Game All-American co-MVP, versus Georgia basketball. He accomplished a lot in his career. He, again, won first overall in the 2004 NBA draft and was replacing Tracy McGrady. And he also was replacing Penny Hardaway. And he was replacing Shaquille O'Neal. He was replacing a lot of players to be that new face of the franchise. And throughout his time in Orlando, he developed into a superstar. He developed into a player that would win multiple rebounding titles and block titles and would win Defensive Player of the Year and lead teams far into the playoffs. But then turmoil was spilled in the front office, and then he gets traded to the Lakers. And then with the Lakers, everything went south. And the thing is, he refused to work the pick and roll with one of the best pick and roll point guards, Steve Nash, because he wanted to be in the post. Now here's the thing. Amari Stoudemire, another star player, was able to work the pick and roll. And Dwight Howard wasn't able to work the pick and roll. That's beyond me. But at the same time, he was still really one of the top players in the game. And playing alongside Kobe Bryant, it was supposed to be a good thing. and then it wasn't, because they didn't coexist together, and they didn't win anything, because Kobe dealt with injuries, and Shaq dealt with injuries, and the entire team dealt with injuries. Did I say Shaq? I meant Dwight Howard. Sorry, Shaq. I didn't mean to offend you like that. But at the same time, it wasn't going well. And then he goes to Houston. Kobe calls him soft, and then it's downhill from there. Not statistically, necessarily. He still was putting up solid stats in Houston, in Atlanta, in Charlotte. But he really wasn't contributing much to winning as much as he was able to early on in his career. And I think that is the problem. I believe the downfall of Dwight Howard has a lot to do with him and his personality and his effect on teams. Because here's the thing, no matter how much talent you may bring to a team, if you bring extra baggage that isn't exactly needed, you aren't going to be valued as much as you are just based off yourself on the court. Take Antonio Brown for an example. Antonio Brown was traded for a 3rd round pick because of his personality. Based off his pure talent, he's worth a 1st round pick. But because of his personality, he was run for a 3rd round pick. And I think Dwight Howard suffered from the same thing. I truly don't believe Dwight Howard fell off a complete cliff after Orlando. I'm not one of those people that thinks like that, because I know he didn't. Because when he wants to play, he was still relatively effective as a player. And trust me, I know. And the thing is, was he what he was in Orlando after his 1 year with the Lakers and moving forward? No, not at all. But at the same time, he still was a solid NBA player that shouldn't have been talked about as a guy about who wants this guy, who wants him. But he was, because of his personality and how he handled situations. And I think that was what Dwight's downfall was. Because here's the moral of this story. No matter how talented you are, no matter how much knowledge you know, you're not gonna be able to progress that if you can't communicate and you don't have a good personality. I would rather listen and talk to someone who knows 70% of the information but has a great personality than listen to someone who has 100% of the information but no personality. In situations that aren't super important, but situations for things that are fun, like sports opinions and things like that. Because personality is key, even in things like sports. And I think Dwight Howard's, not lack of it, but his overjoyment and over exaggeration of his personality is the reason of his downfall. Thank you for watching this video. This is my last video before I start college. So, videos, they were kind of scarce toward the end of the summer, but, the beginning of the summer, I was, posting a lot more. I was a lot more active. So, I don't know what my schedule is going to look like. I want to focus on school for a little bit. Maybe we'll get videos. You won't get a lot of, story videos. Maybe we'll get some, quizzes or some list videos or things like that, or tier ranking videos, whatever, videos like that, smaller videos. And until I settle into college, because I start tomorrow, I have 4 classes I'm taking for the first semester, and I go from 8 to 11:15 each day. So, I want to focus more on my school right now, and I still want to make videos. I still do. It's just videos might be maybe a couple days longer than what they used to be. So just be prepared for that, and I'm excited for school, and I'm excited for what I'm doing for you guys this school year as I try to expand. I've met a lot of people. I'm happy about that this summer. You guys have made this summer the best summer for me as far as finding out what I want to do for my future. So I can't thank you guys enough for that. And part of me wishes I started this channel back in my freshman or sophomore year, but I was insecure back then. But thank you everyone for making this, as far as finding my passion, finding what I want to do, and helping me achieve my dreams so far. I know we haven't made too far, but at the same time, we're only getting started, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. But this videos might be a bit slower moving forward, at least for a little bit, and then maybe once I get settled into college and I find a consistent schedule where I can balance my college and my schoolwork, and that's it. But one thing I will say is I will be doing the weekly podcast like I did earlier on, starting when NBA season starts. So yeah, so this is kind of like a 2-minute thing to get me to the 10-minute mark. But again though, thank you to everyone who has supported me throughout this summer with this process, and I can't wait to see where we go moving forward into this NBA season, because content's going to pick up right after, because by the time I settle in, the NBA season starts. So again, have a nice day.